Our final inductee to the SIUE Alumni Hall of Fame from the College of Arts and Sciences can be considered many things, including an inventor, an entrepreneur, a musicologist, a performer, a character, a prankster. In fact, he sat next to me at the table over there trying to edit my comments. An innovator and software design master. When John Q. Walker was a student at SIUE, he performed in the concert chorale, and the late concert chorale director Leonard Van Camp considered John one of his major students. Leonard's widow, Marlene, said her husband held John in the highest respect for what he did with the chorale, as well as what he did later in life. Marlene adds, John's fellow students loved him as the prankster and the hit of every party that the concert chorale held. But Marlene stresses John was always serious about the music. John took that serious nature, combined it with an SIUE undergraduate degree in math, music, and a graduate degree in computer science to create something that is nothing less than astonishing. Software he developed through Zemph Sound Innovations, a company he co-founded, affords us the opportunity to experience the performances of such greats as Rachmaninoff and Art Tatum as they were originally performed live by these now deceased pianists. Their first breakthrough recording for Sony spent months in Billboard magazine's classical top 10. It was also celebrated by the editors of Amazon.com as the most important album of the year across all genres. A new recording of Rachmaninoff was declared the recording of the month in December 2009 issue of the Absolute Sound magazine. Stereophile magazine calls his recordings of the jazz great Art Tatum as a crucially important release in musical history. Dr. Walker makes his home in North Carolina, where he earned his PhD in software engineering at the University of North Carolina. He was a distinguished graduate alumnus at the UNC Graduate School's Centennial. He constructed a recording studio at his home, where he continues to develop musical masterpieces, searching for more innovations. He currently holds 5 patents, is a member of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, and here's the commercial. This weekend, he will thrill an audience on the SIUE campus with a performance of jazz legend Art Tatum, using the software he developed and a specially equipped grand piano he has shipped here for the occasion. We're excited about that performance. It's a great honor to introduce to you a man who has indeed found his passion and his way into the SIUE Alumni Hall of Fame, Dr. John Q. Walker.
What an introduction. Oh, okay. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We get to pull that for a second. Yep. All right. Gary will know this joke. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Okay. I lived in Manhattan for years, a block from Carnegie Hall. I have a different answer. Come out the front door, turn right, walk past Hooters, next corner, turn left, you're there. All right. Seriously, okay. I have a bit of different take on this. I would really like to thank a couple people here in the room with me today. One is my parents. My mom, Virginia Walker's here, who chose to move to Edwardsville. Now, I'm an Edwardsville kid, so I went to grade school, high school, and college here. And what was unique about going to Edwardsville High School is that the other kids in my class are all kids of professors. Okay, so Edwardsville High School is this oddly different place that education is important. And the people you're with, it's important to them and their parents as well. SIUE has had for years, and I don't know if it still exists, a math competition. And you bus in kids from all the different high schools, and they come here for a day, and every single kid, freshman, sophomore in high school, takes the same test. So if you're a freshman, you don't get all the questions, you know, kind of whatever. As you're a senior, you're expected to get them all. And I did this all through high school. So we had a competition in Edwardsville High School, and 4 people from each class would go to the math competition at SIU. When I was a junior, I beat all the seniors. And 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place among the juniors were my classmates from Edwardsville High School. And that kind of tells you where we stand, you know, in the state. Now, what that afforded me, by the way, was a free ride mathematics scholarship. I'm proud of that. Not everyone kind of has a baseball scholarship or a soccer scholarship. I had free ride mathematics scholarship. And what I did with my time, went to the music school, where I met 2 extraordinary world-class musicians. You don't know they're world-class then. And one of them you introduced, Leonard Van Camp, who, you know, taught about life. But when you study with Leonard Van Camp, it's a full package. It's him and Marlene. And Marlene taught us that we're citizens of the world, and we traveled all over creation. I started this week in Germany, and I'm telling Marlene stories of you know, what I learned back when I was a student here at SIU. And the second musician I met here is named Ruth Slincinsko. A name you may know. The great composer Rachmaninoff. You've heard of Rachmaninoff. The greatest composer and pianist probably of the 20th century. Had but 2 students, Gina Bachauer and Ruth Slincinsko. I remember being in the library here, Lovejoy Library, and they had copies, you know, in the bound volumes back here of Musical America, a journal that comes out every month. And in 1932, Ruth's on the cover of Musical America as the greatest piano prodigy since Mozart. And I'm taking piano lessons with her. Not because I'm any good, but because she lives on the same street as my parents, okay? And Ruth would tell me, here's how you should play. You know, we'd be in lessons, and it's like, here's how Mr. Rachmaninoff would play this. And I'd think, there's no way, I'm not going to work that hard. But what I want to do is I'd like to hear Mr. Rachmaninoff himself play. Problem, he died in 1943. So that dream persisted through a long path. I had a career at IBM and so on, but then I had a chance to start my own business. And now you can hear Mr. Rachmaninoff and lots of other people you may choose play in person. And the fun part of how the story closes is last November, there we were live on stage, Carnegie Hall. Mr. Rachmaninoff there, completely represented by a Steinway and robotics. And Ruth there playing live. And she introduced the second half for us. Came out just, gosh, she's what, 84 now? Thinks she's 30.
Played here last week.
And played here last week to apparently a full house. And what a thrill to be able to take Ruth back to Carnegie Hall and be able to present the work of SIU there. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.